Good morning, everybody, and a very happy Sunday and happy Father's Day as well. I don't know about y'all, but I am so ready for Mercury retrograde to be over. I have started filming this like 3 times now, and I don't know if I can blame Mercury retrograde, but I think I'm just still trying to like settle in and get grounded down. And I was so used to my old space that I would film in, so I think I was just having some like nervousness or hesitation. I'm not really sure. Anyways, thank you all so much for the people who donated while I was on my trip. That means the world to me. I was so touched by that and overjoyed. I had a great send-off in Texas too, so all my Texas friends made me feel really at home there and really loved. And yeah, I was overwhelmed. Like on the trip down here, I was just overjoyed. Anyways, so I'm really excited to be here in California. There's still lots of changes taking place on my end. I'm here living with my grandparents right now and helping them out, and going to be focusing more on this business too. So I'm just trying to get comfortable being in a new space because I did get quite attached to my old space and the work that I did there. So anyways, I have the cards pulled per usual. So we're just going to try and get into it, and I'm going to try and read it as best as I can because it's not a heavy reading. It's just like I'm trying to figure out what the messages are coming through. So I'm going to try and explain it to you guys as best as you can, and hopefully some of this resonates with you all. Okay, so what do we got coming up for this week? Where we're at is the Justice card, and this is the sign of Libra. This is where this card falls under, is the sign of Libra. So, you know, the scales, justice. This card is talking a lot about balance, and I do think things are coming back into a sense of balance. We're feeling, you know, grounded. I'm not feeling grounded right now, so I'm really hoping this gets I feel at peace. I feel at peace here. It's very, very peaceful here, but I'm still trying to like get settled in, y'all. So y'all, you know, you can take the girl out of Texas, but you can't take Texas out of the girl. So anyway, yeah, I do feel like we're gonna start feeling more centered and more grounded and more at peace. The Libra card, the Justice card, it talks a lot about us using our logical and analytical side of our brain, and also our intuitive side of our brain as well, the feeling parts of ourselves, in order to make the best decisions, not for ourselves but for everybody. It's looking at the bigger picture sort of thing. So that's where we're at. That's where we're going to be at for the week. Our focus is the Hermit. Now we're in Gemini season currently, but it's just about to end, and Gemini season is so much fun. It just always feels like so much like a tiny bit of chaotic energy, very social, very happy, very fun, very free. Lots of ideas and creative ideas coming in. But now we're going to be entering Cancer season. And Cancer season is watery and a little bit more inward and more deep and more emotional and doing the deep diving stuff. And so I think that's why Hermit is popping up for us, and where our focus is because with everything that we just went through and have been through, and all of those ideas coming in, like with the Gemini stuff as well, we need time to like sit back and integrate it. And so we're going to want to retreat, and we're going to want to rest. It has been a lot, and I've been feeling that pull too, where I'm just like, I'm tired, y'all. Like, I want to fucking rest and lay down and take naps and take baths and kind of go inward and get a little bit like more romantic and deep within ourselves, and just explore those parts of ourselves that are not quite explored yet. Yeah, and again, integration. So that's our focus. Our focus is to kind of rest and integrate and keep asking those deep questions, y'all. I know it's not always fun, but we always have the answers within ourselves, not outside of ourselves. And since where we're currently at right now is the Justice card, we're going to have the facilities and the capabilities of weighing it out and making the best possible decisions for ourselves. In our subconscious, we have the 8 of Rods, and I do feel like we're going to feel like we need to move and keep moving, and because the full moon is going to be in Capricorn, and Capricorn is all about like getting shit done. You know, it's all about like focus, like career, money, success, and, you know, moving and shaking things up. And I think there might be a little bit of like a conflict between wanting to go inward and rest and kind of retreat, with that Hermit energy and Cancer season approaching. And then the subconscious is like, okay, but you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. And being in that position doesn't really give us like a sense of deep relaxation. So what I want y'all to do this upcoming week is, yes, things still need to get done. Things always need to get done. And there does need to be a sense of like direction and motivation and focus moving forward. And I think that the full moon coming up is going to reveal a lot about what direction we should be moving in. But I want y'all to honor when you're tired, when your body needs rest, when you feel socially tapped out, and take that time out for yourself and honor those feelings and those needs within you. It is a lot drier in California than it is in Texas, so I'm going to take a sip of water. If you guys notice my voice sounding deeper and lower in baritone, it's because my mouth is dry. So anyways, thanks for bearing with me, y'all. And I'm trying to keep this short, but I'm just having fun talking. Okay. In our supporting, we have the Three of Swords. And I do feel like with the closing of all these really intense cycles, we've gone through like deep, deep healing. When this is, and it's because it came up in reverse. So when it's upright, it means that like we're in it. We have intense heartbreak, and we're externalizing that heartbreak onto different people, situations, or places. When it is in reverse, what's happening is like, it's that the swords are being released. We're being more heart-centered. We're being more understanding. We're being in a place where we recognize that no external things cause us grief. We cause our grief. All of our emotions and our feelings reside within us. And it is a card of healing. And we've gone through some deep healing, and it's a card of release. Feels great just saying that. Like I feel the relief of that. I feel us coming out of like that darkness and that pain and that suffering, and we're coming out of it. And so that's in support. So keep on healing, y'all. All right. In our opposing, we have the Eight of Swords. And what I feel strongly is, again, just not getting caught up in that overthinking. I think this popped up earlier in the week, and it came up in reverse, and it came up in reverse this time too. Since it's in our opposing, it's just something to be careful of, to watch out for when we're getting caught in, cycling thoughts, negative thought patterns, self-limiting beliefs. I mean, everything is created up in here. So we can choose to speak negatively about ourselves or others, but we can also choose to speak positively about ourselves and others. So it's kind of like having power over your mind and not looking at your mind like it's some sort of cage or trap. You have the ability to change your thought processes, and it does take some work, but it is totally possible. For the universe, we have the Fool. And I love this card. This card has really great energy and spirit to it. It's somebody who just is, I wouldn't say blindly going for it, but they're following their heart. They're letting their heart lead the way. And maybe they don't have all the answers, but they kind of have this sense of knowing that they'll find them along the way. And I do feel like that. I do feel like we're in the Fool's journey, and we kind of always keep going back to the Fool's journey. And I feel like I'm there right now. So the universe is reminding us that as long as you're following your heart, as long as you're following your passions, you could do no wrong. The universe is going to support you. The universe is going to bring in those lessons that are going to propel you forward and keep you moving on your journey into the place that you need to be. For the Oracle card, I do have block. And I think this really ties in well with the Eight of Rods and the Hermit. Kind of both of those two kind of, they're sort of opposing each other. They're both kind of the opposite. The Hermit's like very like inward and retreating, and the Eight of Rods is like movement, communication, go, 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 go. And I think what's going to happen is that we're going to try and force around this block, but this is an opportunity for rest. Whenever I see this card pop up, I know it's an opportunity for rest. And you can't always just push through the healing process or these certain blocks. They're going to come up when they need to come up, not when you want to. When it's like your subconscious and your spirit guides and your ancestors feel like you're ready to push through it, they'll allow you to break through. So I think it's just important for this upcoming week is just to stay present, stay grounded in our body, stay present in our feelings, and stay present with the people around us. So I have 3 cards pulled for what the full moon wants to reveal to us, and per usual. So let me go ahead and get into it. We have the moon, and I love when that pops up when it's like for a full moon or a new moon reading, and I'm like, okay, duh, you know. But this card is a lot about like, I feel this card is actually tied to Cancer, so it's funny. It's just like Cancer, not Cancer. Oh yeah, Cancer. It is tied to Cancer, but we're having a full moon in Capricorn. I get those two confused, even though they're wildly different signs. This is the C and the A's, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm sorry. Okay, so this card is about, you know, deep diving into our psychic and intuitive abilities. And I'm sorry if you hear my grandma's dog barking. Very yappy dog. And kind of getting into the underbelly of our desires, our emotions. And I do strongly sense that there's going to be some more like deep emotional purging coming up with this full moon. This is a card of self-deception as well. Sometimes the readings, if you're reading about somebody else, it will be like someone's lying to you. I mean, that is possible. Someone's being dishonest with you or not telling you the full story or truth. With this reading, though, for the collective, I feel like what's going to be coming up in this full moon are the ways that we're lying to ourselves. Where are we lying to ourselves? Where are we being dishonest? And that could be heavy. It takes a lot to get to that place. So I do think that's what the new moon is trying to reveal to us. Where are we still lying to ourselves? Heavy stuff, but it will be good. It's better to be honest with yourself. Okay, and for what needs to be released is the Hangman. I still feel like we're gonna be in it a little bit this week, but with the new moon, it's kind of release that energy probably after a couple days afterwards of kind of just being in this place of like hanging out. I think with the block card and Oracle, these two intertwine. It's like we may come up towards some blocks and challenges are along our way and we want to kind of just push through it. The Hangman doesn't do that. He just chills. He's just chilling, y'all. He knows that he's gonna be let loose at some point, or he's gonna have some information that comes in, and so he's just comfortable hanging there. But I do think we're gonna be coming out of that very soon. We won't feel like we're in this position anymore, but we're kind of in it currently. So I would just say make yourself comfortable there, you know, because if the Hangman was not just chilling like he was, he would be struggling and he would be causing himself more pain. So again, it's more of that message of like release, let go, and surrender. And then to close it out with the cards from what the full moon's wanting to reveal to us, I have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a great message. I feel like this card is neutral. It's not like positive or negative. It really depends on what wheels did you set in motion these last few weeks? And that is going to propel you forward. So, you know, the wheel can be set in motion towards negative things or bad habits or bad cycles or bad patterning. And then, you know, the wheel's going to be set in motion that way, and quickly you can crash and burn. If you set a bunch of positive routines and positive things up for yourself, or you're moving in the direction of what brings you joy and happiness and beauty and success, that wheel's been set into motion, and it's going to lead to more of that. It's going to lead to more success, more abundance, more happiness, more love. So I do believe with this full moon, we have an opportunity still to kind of change some patterns in case you're afraid of, you know, the cart crashing. So anyways, that's what I have for y'all today. I hope whoever has, you know, father figures in their life or grandparents, that you're being able to enjoy their company today. And if not, I am so sorry. And because that is painful, but I love you, and I hope you have a very happy Sunday, regardless of all of that. And y'all, what a weird reading, and I'm sorry for how much I rambled, but I will ground down and focus soon, and hopefully next week's reading will be a little bit more shorter and a little bit more concise. But I love you all. Thank you all so much for watching. A very happy Sunday to all of you, and I will see you all next week. Okay, bye.